So guys, step number 2 of the 4 bullet point steps is an easy one to follow, and a lot of us could do it, but we make excuses why we don't, and that is getting more sleep at night. And if I take myself for an example, I'm pretty good about making excuses of why I don't get enough sleep at night. So I like to stay up to 12:30. I'm kind of a night owl. My wife goes to bed a lot earlier than I do. And I will always be like, well, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. I like to game a little bit. Like I like to be on the computer playing some games at night and whatnot. So, for me, adding that extra hour or hour and a half has really changed my life. I'm getting much, much more sound sleep. So I'm sleeping longer in that deep sleep type of range where you get body healing, you get reduced cortisol levels, your stress level goes down. All this stuff kind of happens to your body when you just add another hour to an hour and a half of sleep at night. Now, some of you guys might say, well, I come home from work and I take an hour nap or I take a 45-minute nap. That's okay, but it's not as good as getting that extra amount of prolonged sleeps, because what we're looking for here is deep restorative sleep, not really that 45-minute nap. So what I would suggest for bullet point number 2 is to ditch the nap, try to go to sleep a little bit earlier and get as much sound sleep as you can. Now, this may even include maybe not drinking water for that last hour before you go to bed. I'm a big stay hydrated guy, and I really would, suggest that you drink as much water during the day as you can. But if that is stopping you from getting a solid night's sleep, I would recommend that you maybe cut the water down an hour before you go to bed so that you can really get into that deep, deep restorative sleep. So again, bullet point number 2, get that deep sleep. It's easier than you think, but it's kind of really hard to commit to because you really want to stay up and watch, that next YouTube video or play that next round of games or whatever it is. And so you make that excuse to not. So do that. Bullet point number 2, the weight is going to start adding up and coming off. Bullet point number 2.